Welcome to the Cannon Hall Farm podcast. Once again, we're in Mum and Dad's best room. We've sided off again. Everything's been put straight. The place is immaculate. My dad's even washed up after lunch. Well done, Dad.
Yes.
Right, on today's episode, we're going to be answering some of your questions. You've been kind enough to send some really good questions, some challenging questions in. We're going to do our best to answer them. We're going to bring Mum and Dad into it. If there's something that's applicable to them, then we will cast it in their direction as well. Are you both happy with that? Are you going to chip in?
We'll try our best, yeah.
Excellent. But before that, Dave, what have you been up to this week?
Well, this week I've been to Carlisle with yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
give the game away.
To the beef expo. Yeah. And we were showing some cattle, right? Now, this is really unusual for me. I went without a shirt and tie, right? I had to borrow a shirt off Rob, who usually forgets everything, right? And I had to borrow a tie off Philip.
I haven't had my shirt back yet.
No, it's been washed though. It's on radiator.
Well, washing alone will not do. I want it nicely starched and ironed.
I know you do. So I'm waiting till...
And collar needs to be immaculate.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get that sorted for you. I'm going to return it.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have time. We're that busy getting ready for the show, our show, that the clock's ticking, right? And, you know, we're spinning plates.
I feel as though I'm in a room, right? And the walls are moving in all around me, and the room's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't know whose fault is it. Just taking too much on. Yeah. That's the problem. Just taking too much on. But I feel as though we get through this Saturday, right? The sheep sales this Saturday. We get through that. All of a sudden, life will get easier. So we've been prepping for that. We've been moving stock about. We've been making sure that everything is in tip-top condition. I've been down to the NEC to an event down there. Went down with Shane and Tom. We had a really nice time doing that. So it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. We're off to London later this afternoon. So and we're trying to make sure that our little farm in Barnsley is kept on top of in immaculate condition. Kate's coming in tonight. She's coming in tomorrow night. Right, she's not in Friday and Saturday, so we're going to have to go with that between us. So yeah, that's what we've been up to this week. Spinning plates, rushing around like a whirling dervish, trying to make sure that everything stays on track. And I think we're winning. Get through this weekend, and then we're off to Holland, aren't we? And a few other things.
Yeah.
So
is that embargoed?
Sounds as if it's really slacking off.
It's not slacking off, but we're keeping our head afloat.
The thing is, though, once we've got this show and sale out of the way, there'll be half a day just getting the gates back on, and then we can start putting stock back in the building. It's not a big finish, you know. It's done and dusted.
You'll not be here.
No, we will be here for that.
No, we're not going well next Wednesday.
The barn
we've got 3 days afterwards to get squared.
Will be sorted.
Okay. Right.
But one of those days we're speaking at Lancashire Police Conference.
All right.
About crime. So
one of the stories, actually, Dad, that we're going to tell is when you waved goodbye to our radio.
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah. Once Dad was checking the sheep in the White Mare, right, and this gang of youths pulled in at the side of our Land Rover. Dad, being a trusting sort of guy, left the Land Rover open. He thought, what's those youths doing hanging around my Land Rover? Oh, never mind, I'll continue to look around my sheep.
I had me keys.
Oh, right. That's why the Land Rover on it radio that went there. So we'd taken keys.
Yeah.
These lads drove off after spending a few minutes snooping around.
Thank you.
So I went...
And Dad was waving goodbye to his own radio. So that's one of the stories we're going to talk about, isn't it?
I would have loved to have leapt in that Land Rover.
Would you have given him a good hiding?
You're lucky they didn't take the Land Rover, Dad. It wouldn't have taken much to start it.
I think if you put two wires together under
I've seen it on telly.
Oh.
Yeah. You just spark them, engine roars, and off you go.
Well,
then you tie them together, don't you?
If they were going to do that, they'd have done it then, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Anyway, I've seen it on telly. It's easily done.
Anyway, that's what we've been up to this week. We'll be up to something very similar next week and the week after. But after that, we're going to sail on into Christmas and start relaxing and enjoying ourselves.
Sounds good to me.
Our wonderful Cannon Hall Farm supporters have sent in some really interesting and challenging questions. So here goes. I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to start and have a look. Carol Noel has asked, a lot of people have been asking whether the new farm will be open to the public. I thought you said no, but would be nice to clarify. Dad, what do you think?
Well, mostly no.
But it's not a complete no.
No, not a complete no. There might be some occasions when we'll go up and look at things.
I think what we're planning on doing is getting it finished.
Yeah.
And then doing some kind of VIP experience for 6 people.
We're minded to have it as a farm experience. We're minded. We'll need the right vehicle. We'll need the right protocols. Risk assessments will have to be undertaken. But if all goes well and all goes according to plan, it will be a farm experience, just like bottle feeding the lambs is, just like the Shire horse experience. But hopefully something there that'll be exciting and a little bit different.
But it'll be off the farm, which will make it even more exciting.
Yeah. So that's the answer, Carol. Hope that's good enough. Right, Jeanette, with all the filming you've now done with Daisy Beck, have you any bloopers or embarrassing episodes you could share with us? Well, there's loads in the bracket. Can I remember?
There's lots of swearing.
No, it's not that nice, though, is it?
No, it isn't.
No, it's not that wholesome.
No.
What about you, Dad? Have you any bloopers you can remember? Have you ever broken wind when you shouldn't have done, waiting to be on set or anything like that?
Would I do a thing like that? No.
What do you think, Mum?
Absolutely not.
Usually they show the bloopers anyway, like Shauna falling over when she was she taking the tooth out?
Embarrassing episodes?
Not really.
Well, there's been lots of things.
We show
Can you remember
everything,
anything, Dale?
What about Fitty's Farmer? Was that embarrassing, Dale?
Fitty's Farm wasn't embarrassing because I nearly won.
It's true, you did.
I'd won the first challenge.
But you were against the young girl, weren't you?
Yeah, but she'd won the Fitty's Farmer that year.
Yeah.
She, if it was like a cross country run, she'd have just like done it. But they were flipping tyres and things like that. It was stuff I could do. So we had to put more exercises in so she'd overtake me and then win.
So sorry, Jeanette. I suppose one thing I did say was that a beaver was my favourite animal, didn't I?
You did. You did say that you
What
loved the
are
beaver.
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I don't.
I do
understand.
like beavers.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, I think everybody.
I told Ellen Skelton with a straight face that I loved a beaver.
You
That
did.
The beaver was my favourite animal.
You did.
And I would like to see some released into the lakes around Cannon Hall.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
And I
that
could
as
see
well.
her smirking at me, just that faint flicker of a smile trying to put me off.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about when you're filming with Helen, or Jules to a lesser degree, they're always there to dig you out if you do something wrong. Helen particularly, she's talented,
Yeah,
isn't
she's
she?
good, yeah.
Jules is no better than us, really.
No, he is.
No, he's
He's
a
good.
pro. He's a pro.
No, they're all good people to know and good friends. So.
Yeah. Right, thank you, Jeanette. Hope that's good enough. I'd like to come up with some side-splitting, rip-roaring answers, but we've failed. Maggie Ann Dancer, are you getting some more ants? And what went wrong with the water moles? That must be voles.
Yeah.
Just wondering, thank you. I think the voles died of old age because nothing lives forever, does it?
I think they only lived to 2.
They don't live a long time.
2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they rely on reproducing
Yeah.
time and time again.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that, they'll.
I think we're going to get some more.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do an
Say a beaver.
outdoor pen.
Capybaras.
Well, it doesn't have to be capybaras.
We're getting
but-
some capybaras.
Right, but with a glass fronted, if we got
Do you know
capybaras
what's
or beavers, right, we could have fish
Why
in
do you
it.
despair, Mum?
I do.
We could
Don't
have
you want
fish in it. though.
capybaras?
Not really.
We'd rather have a nice sheep.
I know we've quite a
I'd
lot of
rather
sheep,
have a
haven't
nice
we?
cow.
We've quite a lot of cows.
Yeah, but coming down from the
I
roundhouse
don't
there,
know why.
could have a nice glass wall there, and then your beaver or capybara could swim in it with the fish,
Yeah.
No, it's
and you
not-
could even have some water voles.
Would a capybara eat a
It's
fish?
not big
No.
enough. It's not big enough.
How do you know?
What do you want? Flipping Cawthorne Park Cascade?
Well, yeah, that's what.
Is your bath big enough?
Big enough for you, isn't it?
It's big
Swishing
enough
about.
for me, yeah. But that sort of.
The number of times
big enough.
I've seen
You
him,
know-
right, sat here like this on a night with his newspaper there on that chair, and he sat here hunched over it with just his pants on, you know, them
Yeah.
teabag pants.
I know, I've seen him as well.
Honestly. And
Well,
he
you
sits
shouldn't
there,
have-
and I look in and I think,
Should be lucky.
Dad's all right. Yeah. And I always think, well, if I just have a glance through
know,
from
but
next to him, I see him sat here.
I've never, to be honest with you, I've never worn the massive teabag pants,
I
wide
know
fronts.
that everything in the world is all right. If he's sat in here in his teabag pants reading his paper, I know he's happy.
They're not enormous.
They're like the size of a flag,
You ought to get some Union Jack ones to show you.
but perforated, so
Yeah.
you still get the airflow.
Oh dear.
Right, so are you getting some more ants? We've got some.
We've got some, yeah.
We've got some maggot. We've got 2 different colonies, right? And they're just waiting to expand, to grow, and to flourish.
And the 2 different types of ant. They
Yeah.
look different, don't they?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I haven't seen them yet.
Right, this is a lovely name, right? This is from Christelle. Christelle Shettle.
Christelle.
Would you both like your grandchildren to be farmers straight from school, or rather they went to college and university and come back to the farm when they're older? I'd like them to go straight to farm. I don't want to have any other life to turn their head and maybe see there is other things than Cannon Hall Farm. No, I think any responsible parent, in your heart you sort of think it'd be rather nice if they stuck about and you got to see more of them. But it's their life, it's one life, it's live it, and that's what they've got to do, and that's what we will encourage them to do. But if they want to come back here and settle down, then that's all the better. That's how I feel.
What about you? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what would
I'd
you...
like them to
I think.
farm.
Yeah, I think.
Otherwise, what we've done has been a waste of time.
Yeah, well said. I think they need to be on top of the job, and to be on top of the job, they should go away and learn. And so I would say, as long as it didn't spoil them, go away and get on top of the job.
Trouble is though, you can't cocoon them, can you? There's a big world out there, and they're going to come across folk and things. And
They're
people.
gonna-
Oh,
Yeah, but
They're going to
Look
find
at-
beer.
Our grandchildren, at least, they've done it. They've been, but they've come back.
Yeah, and all you can
So-
do is try and arm them with a good education, some decent values,
that's
and hope,
exactly.
and hope that they make the right life choices along the road.
If by they get to that stage and they don't want to stop at home, well,
To be honest, I don't know how my 2 are as intelligent and
it must be the mother.
fair-minded, and you know, I don't think they've turned into good people.
Why shouldn't they?
No, but you know what I mean.
I-
I do think that they're very fair-minded and good people. So
Yeah.
and that's what you want, isn't it? Ultimately,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it's good to get away, work for somebody else, right? Like Poppy's been away, she never came home, actually. She left, went to Manchester.
Basically, she couldn't wait to get away.
No, if she had a choice of us jumping back in the car and bringing her home, she'd have jumped back
for
in
about
that car.
half an hour, and then once you'd gone, that was it.
I think after 2 weeks, she was happy.
Yay!
I think,
I'm free.
well, to be honest with you, I just think it's good to work for someone else.
There's
Yeah.
nothing worse than dropping.
I had a harvest job. I don't know if you know this, Rob. And I
I
worked
think we
10
do.
weeks away, and I came back.
10 weeks, you think you'd done a flipping.
No, but I came
think
back.
you'd done a decade,
I paid all my student loan off.
it seems like
Right, all my student loan, and I came back with about £2,500 in my pocket.
Yeah,
Right, and then we started up working at the farm on 50 quid a week.
And
So
that
that
soon
2.5
disappeared.
grand, you just helped.
it helped out for
Yeah.
a
Until I
long
got
time.
engaged to Anita, and then I had nothing. I spent it all on ring.
Oh dear.
Right.
Hang on a
that's-
minute. Hang on a
that's
minute, though.
from Christelle.
Right, I've got one other thing to talk about.
Yeah.
When I was at college, I came back from college, right? There was another course the year after, or the year after that, machinery. I said to Dad, it'd be really useful if I went back to college, right?
I don't
And I
remember
learned. This
do
is
remember
true.
it.
This
I
is
do
true.
remember it.
Right? And I could, know how engine works.
He was trying to get out of working then.
No, hang on a bit. You just said it's good for him to get away and learn some
Yeah,
knowledge.
but you'd had long enough.
He said to you, Dad, don't believe him. All he wants to do is go back to the pub.
Yeah. And you know it's true. We both know it's true. And David, if he's being totally honest, will agree.
I wanted to go back for another year and just party again. What's wrong with that?
Right. So that's from Christelle Shettle. So hopefully, Christelle, we've answered your questions. The next one is from Diana Ward. Would you consider a webcam in the new areas in the woods and the new roundhouse so that we can watch non-public contact activities?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
No.
No, but we do need to. We need cameras to see what's going on up there, don't we?
Yes,
We definitely
Yeah.
do.
And we could have wildlife type.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
See what's going on, yeah. Make some good videos for Dale.
So that's from Diana. So the answer to that, Diana, is the world's our oyster. It's possible. I do think there'll be a demand out there for, we once did some work with O2. O2 the telephone people.
Yeah.
And they suggested that we could have a world farm. And to them, a world farm was our farm in Barnsley, accessed via camera remotely, and cameras that you could move about and have a look at certain things by people all around the world. And they were excited by it.
Right.
But nothing happened.
No, nothing happened about it. But it's there. Can you remember, Dale?
I do remember,
Yeah, it's there because they wanted like a bit of a think tank, right? They wanted bright minds to throw ideas at them to see what couldn't be done. I thought, oh God, there's only me. I thought I don't fit that criteria, so I picked Dale out as our bright young thing, as someone who had an inventive mind, of someone who could think of good ideas.
I think I was working elsewhere at the point.
No, you just met the cut. No, you were not here. And I was a bit overawed by it. I thought, oh God, I need someone to help me. So anyway, Dale stepped in, and that was.
I still think you had best ideas, to be fair.
What were they?
I remember we came up with some bits and bobs, didn't we?
Better than their ideas, weren't they? So we would consider a webcam in the woods. We can't promise, but if we could find something that worked, then yeah, definitely.
We still need to get power and enough water up there.
Yeah. I've had a thought though, we've got a spare generator. This is just in the short term. Spare generator, we get a massive battery, right? And every now and then you turn the generator on, power your battery up and run your electric.
Why don't you just run your electric from your generator?
So you don't have to have a generator running all the time.
Yeah, but you just turn it on when you need it.
Do you think a battery's a good idea, Dale?
No, I don't think so. I think Dave's right. I think you're going to draw the same power out you either way.
Yeah, but I don't want that noise all the time.
No, that could be true. That's the one advantage.
Well, it could be.
I don't want to have something firing up. Why don't we have some solar panels to power the battery?
Let's do it.
You could do that.
Let's do that.
Although the trees are in the
Just
wrong
for the
spot.
people that are listening and not watching, Robert has just gestured to me unpleasantly.
I do apologise, sorry.
Dad,
So he realises you can just do that.
he takes after you, I think.
He doesn't.
Well, I think I do a bit.
No.
I do. We've both got glasses on, haven't we? Right. So that was Diana Ward. A very, very good question, and one we can't give a definitive. It's a bit of an ongoing thing.
I feel
it
that
evolves.
it might be difficult to. We'd soon run out of content.
Well, you think that, don't you? We've thought that for years.
Yeah.
And we haven't run out yet, have we?
No, but
This will
stuff's
give you more
happening all
content.
the time.
Right, all of a sudden you've got Badger Can.
yeah.
Right, and if we're lucky, in that little pond next to the farm, we might get a beaver.
Beaver cam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd watch it.
Oh. So sorry.
What? Wildlife
It
going wild?
Fantastic.
Right.
It might even attract a few rats.
Let's hope so. Right, moving on. Carol Marshall to Rob and Dave, but we can extend this to Mum and Dad as well. How did you feel on becoming parents for the first time, and was it everything you imagined?
Off you go.
How did you feel, Dad?
How did I feel? How did you feel, Cynthia?
How did you feel?
Well, I was obviously elated. It was something that, well, I would suppose every human
How old were
being,
you?
22, 23.
Where were you when Richard was born?
Well, he went to hospital, that's for sure.
Wasn't he? Whereas did nobody do that back then?
No.
Who was your birth partner, Mum?
Me.
You didn't take a birth partner?
You didn't take your mum or
Birth
anyone?
partner, what's that sort of language?
No, you just got on with it.
So you were elated. Mum, you obviously was very pleased.
Mum were relieved because you were nearly £10.
He
Glad to be
wasn't.
out.
He wasn't.
But then again, you must have eaten well. But you must have been to get a £10 baby.
Yes,
He
it
wasn't
wasn't,
10
You've not been on
pounds.
Rivitas, have you there? Let's be
It wasn't
honest.
10
He wasn't 10.
Well, what was he?
9-1, I think.
Poppy was eight and a half
Yeah.
when she was born. I was very thrilled. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
It's cesarean, so I stood up and watched it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting. Really
Well,
interesting.
I think everything's changed so much.
I felt guilty because I had the baby and Anita were being stitched up.
yeah.
And I thought she should be having the baby because
I
she'd
know,
done all
but-
the hard work, you know.
How many fathers must pass out with
Well, not this one.
not that one? Well, no, I might not do because I'm quite used to watching Yorkshire Vet, but
Well, no, when Richard were born,
Yeah.
he made a comment. He looked after his lambs better than they looked after the babies in there.
I was only joking.
And the sister came and said, "Was it an official complaint?"
Oh God!
You were
So
actually
that was
joking.
that was a case
it
of
was
Were
a
you
foot,
joking or
It was a
not?
faux pas.
foot in mouth.
Yes.
Right, not foot and mouth.
I shouldn't have said that.
How
But
did you feel
It
afterwards?
was, it was a joke, actually. But
Well, what
I
they
obviously
did,
did
they
it.
Humour's never been your strong point. Has it?
No, I can never find that killing.
What they
No, the
did, when
punchline.
you'd have
You
the
are
baby, they took him away and put him in a nursery
Did
with
they?
20 odd other babies. And you only got to see him then at,
Feeding time.
yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's staggering, isn't it?
Totally
There's
different
no wonder they got
life.
them mixed up, is
Yeah.
No wonder at all.
there? No.
I mean,
Mind
yeah.
you, they didn't get him mixed up because when my dad came to see me, one of the nurses said, "We know exactly where he's going."
No, and they obviously didn't because there are striking stuff. But that is in our lifetime for that to be the protocol. Then it seems like staggering, don't you think?
I do, yeah. I think who came up with that bright idea?
Probably some matron who
Yeah.
told me dad off for making an ill-judged joke.
Well, you should leave them with the to get that bond.
Well,
Anyway,
right. So, what did I feel when Tom? I just felt massive relief because the labour was so unbelievably arduous
Yeah.
and difficult. I was just pleased he were alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fully expected him to pull his head off.
Yeah.
You know, when they put them spoons on and pulled him out, and I saw Julie, and her face was bloodshot.
Yeah.
You know, she'd given
Got
her
black
all.
eyes.
She burst every blood vessel in her face and her eyes. It was a harrowing thing. It's something I'll never forget.
Yeah.
So I can't say it was a joyous, easy. You know, once and then he went into special care.
Yeah, he did.
Tom did. It wasn't plain sailing.
And he
So
wasn't that big, was he? Only 6 pounds, wasn't he?
yeah, when he was 5'13" when he came out. So that it was quite traumatic actually. So mixed emotions there from all of us. The last question now is from Kelly Clark. Are there any plans to have a lasting memorial to our dear Hercules? Maybe a plaque or something on the oak tree, please. What's in your mind, Doug?
Well, I mean, he is very much missed, but it won't be on the oak tree.
No, because it's
No.
not easy to fix things to trees, is it?
No.
and what about a nice bronze?
That's caused a bit
That
of
could cost tens of thousands of
quiet.
pounds.
Be a lasting, you know.
In my mind, I wondered about, like, you know, sometimes they get these chainsaw sculptures.
They don't last long, though.
What if you treat
What
it?
about just a horse's head? Bronze. Like coming
Do you
out
think
over a
it's like a
stable
nice
down.
photograph somewhere really prominent as you walk around the farm?
Well, you know,
Like a massive
we're
photograph,
wanting
a
to
life-size photograph.
Well, how about this? This is one better, right? We're wanting to do a new farm entrance, aren't we? We're on about having a massive TV as you walk in. You could have that on a loop. So you can add even other farm favourites.
That's just a modern
It's like that picture frame I
gadget,
bought
isn't
you.
it?
But it's big and it's outside.
So Kelly Clark, you've sparked our brains into gear here. How can we pay fitting tribute to Hercules with something that's tasteful, appropriate, that triggers great memories? Because that's at the end of the day, we want to remember him bouncing down that yard as a recently washed, gleaming stallion at springtime on the farm last year. I can see it now coming down that yard.
Pulling me all
handful.
over the place.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's how he should be remembered. So how do we remember him appropriately? That's the question.
Well, could you use that picture of him anyway somehow or other to
I'm sure we'll come up with something
Reproduce it.
suitable.
Right, watch this space. A lasting memorial to Hercules is something that's in our mind. It's something that we would love to do. We need to get it right. It needs to be appropriate. It needs to be something that hopefully makes us smile.
You're wobbling table and making noises.
I was because I was deep in thought.
It don't matter, Dave. It's the end of the episode anyway.
You're right there.
Thank you so much for your questions. They've been thought-provoking. They've been great. Thanks to Mum and Dad for joining in and lending us their front room, their parlour, to become our podcast studio.
He's a worry.
Why? Is your parlour? Dad's sided all his newspapers off. You can bring them back out now from behind settee.
Are they behind settee?
No.
No. Downside of that chair.
Thank you very much for watching, and please remember the Cannon Hall Farm Cookbook is out. It's available to purchase on our website. We think it would make a really good Christmas present.
Yeah. Or call in the farm shop and you can buy one there.
Yeah. So from David, from Mum and Dad, and from myself, bye-bye.
Bye. It's that one over there.